Alright, ladies and gentlemen, good morning everybody. Here's an explanation about exercise 18. And exercise 18 is a difficult exercise because you get an article with a lot of information and you need to find the best information to use doing your exercises. Beneath you will find maybe some difficult words like pylons. In Dutch it is zijn pilaren. And even sleepers, the dwarsliggers. With sleepers, if you talk about the rail himself, like this, then between the rail there are the sleepers. Yeah, so we're going to use that information during the article. Even the word billion, because in Dutch it is miljard. So billion means a one with in total 9 zeros. Alright, let me just have a look at the article because there are a lot of information and we need to filter all the information. It goes about the Thalys. It travels between Amsterdam and Paris from 2008 with a maximum speed of 300 kilometers per hour. And that's information number 1. So we know something about the speed of the train. A lot can be said about the double railway track. Alright, so it is a double railway. Good to know. From the Thalys in the Netherlands. It cost 6.9 billion euros. So those are the total costs. In total there are 2,500 electricity pylons. Alright, and they were placed along the 173 kilometer track. 3,000 rails were used with a combined weight of 21,600 tons. So that's the weight of the rails. There is a railroad sleeper. There you go. That's about the sleeper. There's a railroad sleeper every 62 centimeters. So the distance between each sleeper is 62 centimeters. 7 mobile telephones masts were placed along the track, the 173 kilometer track, with at least 330 kilometers of cable. Each Thalys train is 200 meters in length and has 377 seats. Alright, so a lot of information in just one small article. Let me just have a look at the exercises. Exercise A. To calculate the distance between electricity pylons and round to the nearest whole number. Alright, so we know that there were in total 2,500 electricity pylons in a track from 173 kilometers. So we need to do something with those numbers. So first of all, the 173 kilometers, if I just convert that one in meters, you get 173,000 meters. Now, if we want to know what is the space, the distance between two pylons, we need to divide the 173,000 with the 2,500 pylons. And then the answer is 60,2 meters, but the question is to round to the nearest whole number. So 69 meters is the correct answer. Now that's exercise A. So very important is that you know what you're gonna divide with which number. So 173,000 divided with 2,500 and not the opposite. Alright, so exercise B. So we calculate the length of one rail. Alright, in this case you need to look at the information that there is a double railway track. Very important. So a double railway track means that we do not have one single railway, but just a double one. So, and we want to know the length of one railway. All right, the total length was still, there you go, the total length 173,000 meters. So there are some wheels after each other, and another one even there. So you can make a sketch of the whole situation. Yeah, but the question is, what is the length for one of them? Now we had in total 3,000 reels. So 3,000 in total. So 3,000 divide with 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4 reels next to each other is 750 reels. So the length of 173,000 meters has in total 750 reels after each other. So how many meters is just one reel? You do 173,000 divided with 750, which is 230,6 meters. But we need to round it at... No. They don't ask you to round it in a whole number. So this is the answer from exercise B. Exercise C. How many sleepers are there on the route and round to the nearest 1,000? There you need to round it to the nearest 1,000. Alright, so the total length was 173,000 meters. We know that the distance between every sleeper was 62 centimeters. So if I divide the 173 with 0,62, because you need to convert the 62 centimeters in meters, then we know how many sleepers there are in total. So that's 27,932 sleepers. But we know that there was a double railway track. So you need to multiply your answer by 2. So the 279,032 multiplied by 2 is 558,064 sleepers. We need to round it to the nearest 1,000, so the last 3 numbers needs to be zeros. So we're gonna look at that number. So that's a 0. So 558,000 sleepers is the answer. And that's the answer from exercise C. Exercise D. Calculate the construction cost. Alright, so we need to know what were the costs in total. It was 6.9 billion euros. So billion euros. So if we want to write down that whole number, you get 9 with not 9 zeros, because we already used the 9. So with 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 euros. There you go. Now the railroad, the distance of it was 173,000 meters. So if we want to know how many it was per meter, we need to divide this 6.9 billion, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the 173,000 meters. Then we know how much it was per meter, and then the answer is 39,884,39 euros. Do not forget the unit behind your answer. Then the last exercise, exercise E. The Thalys travels through a 30 meters deep tunnel between Leiderdorp and Hazewoude in het Groene Hart region of the Netherlands. The train takes 86 seconds at the full speed to travel through the tunnel. How long is the tunnel and round to the nearest 10? Alright, so we need to do something with the speed of the tali, the 300 kilometers per hour. Please know what it means, because 3000 kilometers per hour is exactly the same as 300 kilometers in 60 minutes. Or you can say 300 kilometers in 3600 seconds. You can even say it is 300,000 meters in 3600 seconds. So all those lines are exactly the same. I didn't change anything about the speed, but I just convert the kilometers in meters and I convert the hours in seconds. Why? Because if we know the speed was 300,000 meters in 3600 seconds, then we even can calculate the speed in 1 second. So 300,000 divided with 3600 seconds. Then we know the answer in 1 second. Alright? And that's approximately 83 meters, 83,3 etc. meters. That's just in 1 second. But we need to go on with that answer. Why? Because it took 86 seconds for the train to travel through the whole tunnel. So not 1 second, but 86 seconds. So your 83,3 etc. we need to multiply with 86 seconds. And then we know the total distance from my tunnel. It is 7,166,6 etc. meters, because we still need to round it to the 10th. The 10th means that the last number needs to be a 0. Now, that number is a 6, so we need to round it as 70 meters. Yeah, and then you just round it to the 10th. So very important, because there are a few questions they need to round in whole numbers. You need to round it in thousands. You need to round in tens. And in this case, exercise E, also important that you need to how to convert from kilometers per hour in meter per second. Yeah. So that was exercise 18 on page number 152. So good luck with the rest of the exercises, guys.